73 runs in the grand final replay. After just 2 rounds, Paddies are now clear favourites for the title. Lavington won the toss and sent St Pat's into bat on a new Xavier High School wicket, but it was a decision they would later regret. Casey Arendachakis and Dean Carroll laid the foundation for a big total. Arendachakis dispatching star bowler Kieran Knight to the boundary almost at will, while a wandering Dean Carroll was lucky not to be given out LBW. After surviving the shout, Carroll dispatched the next ball to the rope. The pressure on the two-time defending champions began to show as fielding errors crept into the game. St Pat's were having all the luck as miss-hits fell safely, but Arendachakis went for one too many slogs, out-stumped on 44. Aaron West maintained the run rate, Paddy 6 for 203 at the end of their overs. Debutant Jay Banks the best of Lavington's bowlers with 3 wickets. In reply, Lavington were bowled out for 110. James Kreutzberger the best of the bowlers with 3 wickets.
Over Premier's Lavington, the home side dominated the grand final rematch, cruising home by 93 runs.
St Pat's top order went a long way to taking the match out of the Panthers' reach. Dean Carroll and Casey Arendachakis putting on 73 runs for the 4th wicket. At times, though, it was steady rather than spectacular, as Kieran Knight and Anthony Bradley maintained a tight line. But the pair soon started to build momentum, Carroll with a cut shot, while the aggressive Arendachakis used the sweep to good effect against Knight. For the second week running, Arendachakis top scored for the Paddies, posting 44 while Carroll made 43. A number of other contributors pushing the total past 200.
No, Niall.
While Dave Costello ended James Kreutzberger's knock, Aaron West remained the real danger, following up a fierce off-drive with a leg glance for 4 from Andrew Lee. But the bowler had more luck with Michael Carroll. Rod Barton with a blinder. West also teased the slips cordon, but while Costello's next ball was headed to the fence, Casey Arendachkis was bound for the pavilion.
And St Pat's claim their first ABCA title in more than 30 years.
First up, the ABCA Grand Final, and St Pat's are the new champions after beating the Panthers by 108 runs. It's St Pat's first Grand Final win in more than 3 decades and ends their Panthers hoodoo. St Pat's won the toss and sent the Panthers in. They were 2 for 18 when Kieran Knight joined Cade Webb in the middle. St Pat's were desperate in the field as the pressure mounted. Webb was lucky to survive and went in the attack, much to the frustration of Alan Alberson. But Webb's luck ran out on 20, Kane Arendajicus taking a screamer. St Pat's got their 4th wicket when Kieran Knight got the faintest of nicks. Anthony Bradley was the next to go as the Panthers slumped to be 5 for 50. St Pat's all out for 132, Steve Wright top scoring with 27. Aaron West the best the bowlers with 4 wickets. In reply, St Pat's slumped to be 4 for 21, but Chris Haynes, Nathan Matsunos, then Heath Norton made sure St Pat's passed the total. Norton and Haynes both made 50s as they set about making sure the Panthers couldn't play for an outright win. When Norton was cleaned up, St Pat's were 9 for 220. With time running out, Panthers captain Steve Wright conceded defeat, giving St Pat's their first grand final in 32 years.
When the Saints go marching in! Oh, when the Saints go marching in! Oh, I want to be in the number! Oh, when the Saints go marching in! Oh, when the Saints go marching in! Go marching in! Oh, when the Saints go marching in!
And it's time for sport. Cameron Best.
Thanks, Dennis. Coming up after the break, the Bulldogs hit pre-season form and the Paddies break a premiership drought. Good evening. First to cricket, and in the upset of the season, St Patrick's have ended a 30-year premiership drought by downing the Lavington Panthers in the ABCA Grand Final. The Paddies had to mount several comebacks to deny the favourites, Lavington, a hat-trick of premierships.
It was the matchup that everyone had looked forward to, the top sides battling it out for premiership glory. Lavington had it all to play for. A hat-trick of premierships was on offer. The Panthers batted first, but only 6 players reached double figures and never went on with it. Captain Steve Wright was the highest scorer on 27 after opener Trent Ball went for 3. Cade Webb and Jared Lyons got starts, but went just as cheaply. In the end, the Panthers were dismissed for 132. The wicket also proved a problem for the Paddies. By the close of Saturday, they'd lost opener David Martin and captain Dean Carroll had a life on 3. He went on the next day to make 37. But it was Chris Haynes with 54 not out and Heath Norton 53, which proved the difference between the two sides. That and the old adage, catches win matches. St Pat's made the most of their chances, while Lavington dropped 5. Lavington beat St Pat's twice in the latter part of the season and looked to have the goods going into the final. But, as they say, it's third time lucky, and winners are grinners, leaving Lavington to ponder what might have been. Philip Jennings, Win News.
St Pat's are the ABCA champions for the first time in 32 years. Norm Whiten and Harry Flood never dreamt of such a long wait when they won the 1972 Grand Final.
Wins a great deal, actually. Yes, I've been looking forward to it for 32 years.
It's a big thrill, and I'd imagine that we can have a premiership party again shortly and have a few more numbers there, which would be great.
Back in 1972, Joe Adams starred with 72 runs against the Hoppers that boasted would-be Australian player Steve Rickson.
Things were completely different then. The grounds were different. There weren't that many grounds. The equipment was different. We never ever wore the headgear they wear nowadays.
Both Flood and Whiten say the 1972 side would beat the current team if they went head-to-head.
Naturally we would, but you can't really compare them. We had an outstanding batsman in Joe Adams. I haven't seen anybody to compare with him nowadays.
St Pat's coach Aaron West says the win was for past and present players.
And that probably made it a little bit more special, the fact that it's been that, and a lot of guys that have been around the club for that amount of time were there to celebrate with us, so yeah, it was good.
After 3 decades without a grand final, the monkey is off St Pat's back.
It was just relief. You know, guys like Dean and Heath and James Kreutzberg and that have been there a lot longer than I have, so probably even more relief for them.
St Pat's have their presentation this weekend.
Still haven't dropped a catch. No dolly early this year. No. I'm just going offside. And then he goes in his false pass, leg spin. That's not unless I was delirious, you said he bowled a lot like Robbie. What about after right? Hey, Kodo, what about after lunch when he goes, what are we doing? I said, yeah, I'm up this end and you're facing. All right, eh? Come here, I'm going. I've got him here, his friends don't stand there. Take hang on, keep his body. Come on. Set your body why the right end? Body had no idea where he's going. Body going, hang on, hang on. Don't cry for me, What happened? What happened? The boy just remember waking up. Bad boy. Listen, mate, I got told to give you a ring just after about a dozen premiership shirts, mate. Just wondering, like, you know, what you got there on offer, mate. You know, probably green and white would be good, but yeah, just want.
Put on loudspeaker, mate.
Yeah, coming up for a beer.
Oi, put on loudspeaker.
Yeah, we're going all right. Day 3 of the test, mate. We're going all right. that to us. When we pass the first things, I'll do it one. That's all we spoke about, Nora. Yeah.